Balancing business and family. During this course, you've learned to identify what additional investment you'll need in order to implement your growth plan, and whether you should borrow the necessary funds. In case you do need to borrow, you now have a clear financial plan, so you'll know with confidence that the benefits will outweigh the costs of borrowing, and that you'll be able to pay back on time. So you can be confident about taking on the debt you've planned for. Let's say you've submitted your loan proposal and are preparing to meet potential lenders. Hang on a minute. While your business may be ready, are you ready yourself? There may be personal issues that you need to overcome first. Growing your business means you'll invest not only more money, but also more time and effort. How will you balance your business and personal life? How will your family react to your decision? And how can you convince your family to support you, both financially and in spirit? If you don't know how you'll overcome these challenges, you may not be able to successfully execute the growth plan for your business. This lesson will help you address personal issues that may negatively affect your business. By the end, you'll be able to identify a good balance between your business and home life. Discuss financial matters openly with your family. Finding a good balance. It's common in many cultures for women to take care of the home. Being a woman entrepreneur, you may be expected to take on your roles at home, no matter how busy you are at work. If you decide to grow your business, the first question from your spouse and relatives may be, how will you take care of your family? They may also worry about you taking on debt and want you to stick with what you have. They may warn you that it's not appropriate for your business to become bigger or your income higher than your spouse's. These can be stressful conversations. How should you approach them? First, clarify your values. Think of everything that's important to you personally and write it all down in a list. What matters most to you? Second, set goals. Establishing goals will help you decide how best to use your time. If health is important, set aside enough time for exercise and sleep every day. If your kids are at the top of the list, make sure you set aside the time you feel you need for them each day. This can require a careful balancing act of give and take. Deciding to grow your business means you'll need to dedicate more time and effort to this piece of your life. To do so requires a third step. Identify family or personal goals that are in conflict with your business goals. To do this, you may decide to put certain goals on hold. Think about the things you want most out of life when determining your rankings. You may need to discuss some of the goals with your family and reach consensus, as your decisions may affect their lives. We'll talk more about this in the next section. It's also important to have clear agreement about whether your family will participate in the governance of your business, and if so, how specifically. Let's take a break and check what you've learned. Discussing finance matters with your family. To prioritize and achieve your goals, sometimes you need to get consensus and support from your family. So how do you discuss your business growth plan with your family to get their support, both in spirit and financially? First, who should you talk to? In general, it's important to talk to those who can support you, such as your parents, your husband, your siblings, and so on. If you're married, in most cases you should share your ideas with your husband. It's important to have your spouse's understanding and support. If convincing your husband seems too challenging, consider speaking with those who can influence him. Other supporters that you may want to talk to include those who could help you with domestic responsibilities. For example, Your father may be able to help you by picking up your kids from school. You may also want to share your plan with someone who supports you in spirit. A green light from your mother-in-law, for example, may encourage you a lot. It's an assurance that you can get support along the way if you need it. Second, be sure to choose the right time for the discussion. For a topic this important, you'll want to speak in a private environment and when the other person is in a good, relaxed mood. It's also important to schedule in advance and to be on time so you can truly listen and take the other person's opinion into consideration. Otherwise, it will look as if you've already made up your mind and intend simply to convey your decisions. Third, your discussion may touch not just on finance, but also on cultural and social traditions, like the roles of women and men in a family. So remember to be sensitive to these issues. Try to listen to the other person and understand his or her concerns. Remain open to other options you may not have considered. Don't insist on your ideas if other equally good or better ones are proposed. Keep the end objective in mind. Let's take a break and check what you've learned. We've learned about balancing family and business, and speaking with family about business finance matters. Remember, find a good balance by identifying your values, setting goals, and prioritizing conflicting goals. Be open, sensitive, and sensible when discussing finance matters with family. Now, think about your own challenges in this area and try to find solutions. You can always discuss your challenges with your peers and seek their recommendations as well. Good luck!